Alright, so I am fairly close to Walnut Creek, California. It's a little south of Martinez. You can see the roads are quite busy. There is an unending line of cars in my direction and the opposite direction. It's kind of surprising to me. There's the vast sheer magnitude. There are 5 lanes or maybe 6 lanes on this road, one of which is a dedicated HOV lane, but still there's just lots and lots of cars. A couple of random realizations. I passed by the town of I can't even remember. I'll have to look it up when on a map, but it was a little before Benicia. It's in the Solano County, but it had a population of almost 100,000. 100,000 is nearly as big as Unitary and Minnetonka combined, which are suburbs of a fairly large city. And this town is 70 miles away from major city, I guess. Well, no, let me take it back. Probably not 70 miles, but still out in the middle of nowhere, it feels like. And it's just the scale of California is something that you start realizing very quickly is it's difficult to appreciate. There's also a pretty bad stink entering in. Crossing the river, I can't remember if it's a river or some creek of some sort, but it smelled nasty. It smelled exactly of how some parts of LA smelled like the last time I was in the area. Actually, the traffic is not quite so bad. I think the Google Traffic dealio has not yet figured out some details on how to differentiate between different sides of the highway and exit lanes versus congestion in an exit lane versus congestion on the main highway. There were parts which I thought I guess fairly north of the city, so I'm still about 60 miles out, which were marked as kind of red on Google Maps, which had me worried since I thought of kind of taking a break like out in Martinez. But turns out it was just a congestion on the exit lane out to Vallejo on 780. So it was right at that intersection or that interchange where there were a whole bunch of red signs, and the traffic in the other direction has just been stalled. Well, I guess now that I'm kind of coming closer to the city, closer in quotes, I'm still kind of far out, but I can see the traffic stalling a little. Perhaps this is my cue to take a little break. The other thing that I really don't get still is why would anyone put curves on highways? It flabbergasts me, if that's even a idiomatic way of saying things. I am not flabbergasted, but I'm annoyed by how frequently in urban areas you see curves, minor curves, but curves nevertheless, just completely stalling traffic up. This is a prime example. Everybody was fairly stuck for a little while, but traffic is not so bad. It's moving at 30 miles an hour. It's probably only because of the curves that we're stopping. I've seen it happen in Bloomington. Maybe it's not the case. Maybe I just don't know enough about it, but I've seen it happen in Bloomington, and it's really, really, really annoying. turn the camera off since I need to concentrate more on the driving, I'm going to stop talking and concentrate more on the driving. But I think this is as good a reason as another to not bother driving in a city like this.